God is begging you. Please don't scroll. This is serious. You've been chosen for a rare miracle that will happen within 30 minutes. But if you ignore this message, it will vanish forever. Don't tell anyone. My beloved child, I see you. I've seen your tears in the quiet of the night. The way your heart aches behind your smile, and how you keep carrying burdens no one else knows about. You've been so strong, even when you felt so fragile. And now, I need you to hear. This message isn't an accident. You didn't just stumble upon these words. You were led here divinely, purposefully, because there is something sacred waiting for you, something rare, a miracle designed specifically for you. But it is fragile, and your faith must protect it. Please, don't look away. You have been asking if I still hear you. You've whispered prayers when no one was listening. You've questioned if anything will ever change. I've watched you endure disappointment after disappointment, still hoping, still believing, though some days it felt impossible. I want you to know that none of your pain has been wasted. None of your waiting has been ignored. Aligning, but this moment, this very moment right now, is crucial. I am speaking to you through this message. Let your heart listen. There is a door opening. A divine shift is happening in the unseen. The breakthrough you've cried for is closer than you realize. But here's the truth. Your miracle is time sensitive. Heaven has dispatched something rare to your life, something that will change everything. Within the next 30 minutes, you will feel a sign. Maybe it's peace. Maybe a sudden message. Maybe a call you weren't expecting. But it will be real. You'll know it's from me. Just don't turn away. But you are anything but that in my eyes. You are precious. You are chosen. And you have no idea how many angels have been sent to protect you. The battle you've been fighting hasn't been yours alone. Heaven has been fighting alongside you. You are not weak. You are becoming. Are not lost. You are being led. Don't give up now. You're closer to a breakthrough than you've ever been. This is the part of the story where things begin to shift. I know you're tired. I know you feel like you've been holding on for too long. But the wait was never a punishment, it was preparation. I had to protect you from things you didn't see. I had to grow you into the person who could carry the blessing I am about to release. Don't let the enemy convince you that nothing is happening. Your faith is moving mountains, even if you don't see it yet. I am the God who parts seas, who raises the dead, who brings light into the darkest places, and I have not forgotten you. Please, if this message has stirred your spirit, type 1111 if you receive this message. Let the heavens see your belief. This miracle, this rare, sacred miracle is not for everyone. That's why I told you not to tell anyone. It's yours, it's personal, and it's powerful. But it can only enter your life if your heart remains open, if you choose to believe. Right now, I am asking for your full surrender, not because I want to control you, but because I want to bless you. I want to remove the chains that have kept you stuck. I want to release favor so uncommon that even you will struggle to believe it's real. But I need your heart aligned with heaven. Go of the fear. Release the bitterness. Forgive that person. Forgive yourself. You are not what they did to you. You are not your worst mistake. You are my beloved, my chosen, and I will never stop fighting for you. This is not the end of your story. This is your awakening. If you believe in me, let the light of your faith rise right now. I am sending help. I am sending peace. I am sending provision in ways you didn't expect. But it begins with this moment, right here, right now. Don't scroll away from this message, because the miracle is already on the way. It's written in heaven, and it's coming down for you. Comment, "I'm ready," if this message touched your heart. Let me hold your hand, child. Walk with me through this. You don't have to do life alone anymore. Let me show you what love, protection, and purpose really look like. You're not forgotten. You're being chosen again. This is the beginning of something beautiful. Stay with me. More is coming. You're still here, and that means something powerful. It means your spirit recognizes my voice, even if your mind still questions it. You stayed because deep down, you know this message isn't just words. It's a divine confirmation that what you've been praying for is finally reaching you. My child, listen carefully. The very thing you thought was impossible is already unfolding behind the scenes. And that's why the enemy has been trying so hard to distract you. He knows what's coming for you, and he's afraid of the strength you're about to step into. You've been carrying battles in silence. You've wiped your own tears when no one else noticed. You've kept going when others would have given up, and I saw every moment, whispered prayer, every lonely night, every time you said, "God, if you're still with me, show me." This is your sign. I am with you. I never left. Even in the moments where you felt abandoned, I was holding you closer than ever. Even when the world walked away, I stayed, because you are mine. There is something sacred about the pain you've walked through. It's shaping your spirit, strengthening your character, and deepening your wisdom. You thought it was breaking you, but it was building you. I've been refining you in the fire, not to destroy you but to prepare you for what you asked for what I promised you. You prayed for strength, so I allowed resistance. You prayed for healing, so I exposed the wounds. You asked for purpose, so I led you through seasons of confusion. But here, none of it was in vain. The harvest is coming. You are not empty. You are fertile ground for miracles. Right now, I'm asking you to breathe, to slow down, to feel my presence wrapping around you like a warm light. You don't have to prove yourself to me. I already chose you. I know your heart. I know your struggles, and I'm not disappointed in you. I am proud of how far you've come. I know you feel behind in life, but you're not behind, you're right on time. I delayed things to protect you from what you couldn't see, but now the delay is ending. The winds are shifting. A new season is coming. Asterisk, asterisk, type 1111 if you feel this in your spirit. Asterisk, asterisk, the miracle I'm sending is not just something external, it's something that will shift you from the inside. A deep peace that silences your fear. After a long storm, a provision that answers a silent prayer you've been too tired to speak aloud. I know exactly what you need, and I'm not late. I'm never late. You may feel like you've been stuck, but I've been rearranging your path so that what's coming will find you where you are. You've always tried to figure everything out on your own, haven't you? Always carrying the weight of the world, but you were never meant to carry it alone. Let me carry you. Let me be your strength where you are weak. Surrender isn't failure, it's faith. It means trusting that my ways are higher than yours, that I can make a way where there is no way, that I can still use every broken piece of your story and turn it into something breathtaking. Comment, I'm ready, if this message is speaking directly to you. You don't need to have it all figured out to receive what I'm sending. You just need to be willing to trust, willing to let go, willing to believe for a moment that something beautiful is still possible for you. And it is. I'm about to surprise you. You'll feel it. You'll know. And when it comes, your spirit will remember this moment. Stay with me. We're just getting started. More is coming. You're still listening, and that means your spirit is awakening. There's something inside of you that refuses to let go of hope, even after everything you've faced. That flicker of belief, it's not weakness. It's your greatest strength, and I've placed it there. That small flame, barely visible at times, is what's kept you alive in the darkness. It's what has carried you through seasons of silence and heartbreak. My child, hear me clearly. You are about to walk into a miracle that will not only restore what you lost, but give you more than you ever imagined possible. I know this world has tried to convince you that you're too late, too broken, too unworthy, but those are lies. The truth is this: you were made for this moment, to bless you. You see, when others rejected you, I was choosing you. When doors closed in your face, I was preparing the right ones to open. When you felt unseen, heaven was watching. You were never alone, not for 1 second. The pain you've experienced didn't disqualify you, it prepared you. It gave you depth. It gave you empathy. It made your heart softer, wiser, more ready for what I'm about to pour into your life. What's coming isn't just a gift, it's a reward. You didn't quit. You kept believing, and I've seen it all. That secret generosity when you had almost nothing. That prayer you whispered for someone else while your own soul was aching. You're not just receiving a miracle, are the miracle. The way you've survived is proof that I've been with you. Type Amen if you feel my presence right now. I need you to understand how serious this moment is. This isn't just another message. This is a divine invitation. A doorway is being opened in the Spirit right now, but you must step through it with faith. You must believe that something better is not only possible, it's promised. I didn't bring you this far to abandon you. I didn't wake your spirit today just for you to return to fear. This is your hour. Within the next 30 minutes, something will shift. You'll sense it in your heart. You'll feel a calm, a knowing, a confirmation, and you'll remember these words. This was for me. I have never stopped loving you. I know your struggles. I know the secret things you don't even talk about. And I'm not ashamed of you. I'm in awe of you, of how you kept walking, even while you were breaking, of how you smiled, even when your soul felt empty. You have no idea how proud I am. No one else may see it, but I do. I see you fully, and I love you as you aren't as you think you have to be. Now breathe, my child. Let my peace begin to settle in you. Let it wash away the stress, the shame, the guilt. Your provider, your protector, and I am not done with you, not even close. Type 1111 if you feel something shifting in your life right now. This is the moment your story starts to change. You are not who you used to be. You are rising. You are walking into a new chapter where everything that once made you weep will become part of your strength. Your prayers have been collected like treasures in heaven. Not one has been forgotten. And now I'm sending the answers, some in ways you expect, and some in ways that will leave you speechless. Stay faithful, stay open, and above all, stay close to me. because what's next is going to be beyond what you've hoped for. Comment, "I'm ready," if you believe this is your time. Don't scroll. Don't doubt. This is sacred. I am with you. I am for you. And that means your spirit is wide awake now. Do you feel it? That quiet stirring in your heart, that gentle pull you can't quite explain, that's me. That's my voice whispering to your soul, even if your hands are trembling. You've made it this far, not by chance, but because I've been carrying you when you couldn't carry yourself. You don't need to be perfect to receive this miracle. You just need to be open. That's all. You've cried out to me so many times, "God, I don't know how much more I can take." And every time I caught every tear, even the ones you thought were hidden, I counted them like pearls. Because your pain has value to me, your story matters. And the pages you thought were too messy, too dark, I'm rewriting them into something beautiful, something holy, something that will heal others too. Being rejected, you were being redirected to something greater. I had to close some doors because what's behind them would have broken you. I had to delay some blessings because your heart needed healing first. But now you're ready. You've passed the test. You've grown in the silence. You've worshipped through the warfare. And because of that, what's coming is going to be unlike anything you've known. Type amen if you still believe I'm speaking to you. This next blessing won't just touch your life, it will overflow into the lives of those around you. The way I'm about to bless you, others will look at your life and say, "Only God could have done that." You will become a living testimony. I will restore what was stolen. I will replace what was lost. And I will rebuild what was broken. Better, stronger, more beautiful things. I will bring the right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. You won't have to chase them. They will find you because they were always meant for you. And yes, I know it's hard to trust again after everything. I know your heart has been through more than anyone knows. But I need you to believe that I still write miracles into messy stories, that I still turn mourning into dancing, that I still lift people out of the deepest valleys and seat them among kings. Just stay close, stay still. Let your spirit rest in me. ***, type 1111. If you believe your name is on this blessing, ***, there are things happening in the spiritual realm, right? Now that your eyes can't see, angels are being sent on your behalf. Chains are being broken in the silence. Doors are unlocking while you sit in quiet faith. Your name is being whispered in rooms of favor. Don't worry about how it will happen, just know it will. I'm not limited by time, by people, by rules. I am the God of suddenly, and suddenly things can change. That thing you've been praying for, it's already in motion. The right hearts are being softened. The provision is being released. The healing is beginning. And when it reaches you, you will weep not from sorrow, but from a joy so deep your soul won't be able to contain it. Comment, "I'm ready," if this is speaking directly to your heart. You've made it through the hardest parts. This is the season where things begin to make sense, where what you lost is replaced with better, where what was taken is returned with interest, where your pain turns into power. Don't give up. Don't scroll past this holy moment. Keep your heart open, and I am not leaving you now. Stay close, my beloved, because the final part of this message is where everything shifts.
My child, yes, you. I have been watching you, even in the moments you thought no one saw. Even in your silence, I heard every unspoken word, every tear you tried to hide. I've been walking beside you, even when the road was too dark for your eyes to see. You were never alone, not even for a second. You may not understand it now, but this may. Something divine has shifted, a moment long foretold. A page turned in the story of your life, rewritten by hands more powerful than any force you've ever known. You see, while you were sleeping, while the world carried on in its noise and rush, a holy voice called your name. Not in judgment, not in anger, but in love. Fierce, eternal love. And in that moment I sent my messenger, my beloved warrior, Archangel Michael, to go before you, to shield you, to break every unseen chain, to cast down what was standing in your way. Not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. This world has made you believe that your story is stuck, that nothing will change. But I'm telling you now, everything is changing. On a night when the stars seemed quiet, Michael stood before me with your name in his hand. This one, he said, has been crying out, whether they realize it or not. This one has been fighting battles in silence. It is time. Time to shift what was broken into blessing. Time to lift what was buried under the weight of regret and fear. Time to awaken the destiny written in heaven's book since before you were born. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. Enemy has tried, oh how he has tried, to convince you that your past is too heavy, that your prayers went unheard. But I tell you, not one word you whispered in pain was lost. Not one tear has been wasted. Type Amen if you know I've never stopped loving you. My child, I need you to understand something. This month, the chains you thought would hold you forever, they are breaking. Not by your strength, but by mine. Do you remember how many times you almost gave up? How many nights you said, God, I don't know how much more I can take? I heard you, and I answered, not always in the way you expected, but always in the way you needed. This May, I'm not just healing you. I am rebuilding you. I am calling you into places you never imagined you'd enter. Doors that were locked for years will begin to open. Hearts that turned away will turn back. Things that made no sense will finally begin to align. But you must listen. You must be still and let me move. You must be willing to release the pain you've clung to. That anger, that shame, that guilt, they are not yours to carry anymore. For I know the plans I have for you. I whispered the day I formed you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Type 1111 if you're ready for that future. Now I want you to breathe, not just in your lungs, but in your soul. Breathe in my promises. Breathe out the fear, because Archangel Michael is already moving on your behalf. Battles you never saw are being fought in the spiritual realm. Chains you didn't know existed are being shattered. You may feel a strange stirring lately, a heaviness lifting, or a sense that something is about to happen. That is not your imagination. That is my spirit touching your spirit, waking you up to the truth of what's unfolding. The old has passed. The new is arriving. You've asked me for signs. You've said, Lord, just give me one sign that you're with me. Well, this is that sign. You didn't find this message by accident. I brought you here. Because this is not just a video. This is a moment of divine interruption. Type yes if you believe I am speaking directly to your heart right now. Stay close, child. The journey has just begun. There is more I must show you. You're still here. That means something inside you recognizes this truth. That quiet voice you feel rising within, it's not just emotion. It's me. It's the echo of my spirit, reminding you who you really are. You were never meant to live small, hidden in fear, buried under the weight of lies whispered by the world and the enemy. You were meant to rise. You were designed with purpose, sealed with divine breath. And now, the heavens are aligning. Archangel Michael, my warrior of light, is already standing on your path, sword drawn, driving back every darkness that dares to linger near you. He's not coming because you're strong. He's coming because you're mine. I know what they said about you. I know how they left you, forgot you, judged you by your past. But I never did. Even when you wandered, I waited. Even when you closed your heart, I kept knocking. Even when you gave up on yourself, I didn't. You feel it now? The shift in the air? The trembling of something sacred drawing near? That's the sound of restoration. That's the sound of destiny returning. There were days, I know, where you wondered if your life would ever change. You cried and said, "God, is this all there is?" No, child. This is not all there is. This is the doorway to everything you were made for. You were created to be a light in the darkness. You were born to carry love, even when the world is cruel. And though you've been wounded, your scars are becoming strength. Don't be afraid of what's ahead. The pain you felt is now your testimony. Do you think your battles were for nothing? Every trials, every heartbreaks, every lonely night, I'm turning them into power. I am building something in you that the enemy cannot steal. You see, child, you've been chosen. Not because you are better, not because you have it all together, but because you have a heart that aches for more. That ache you feel is the call of your anointing. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I say you are. Type, I receive. If you know this message was always meant for you, I know your hands feel empty, but I am filling them with purpose. You'll start to see signs, unexpected moments of peace, doors that once slammed shut slowly creaking open. People will begin to say, "There's something different about you." And there will be, because when I move, nothing stays the same. And this May, mark this, is a divine appointment, a rewriting, a holy interruption to your story. You're going to look back and say, "That was the month everything changed." Not because the world got easier, but because I showed up. And I'm showing up right now, in this very moment. As you hear these words, my spirit is wrapping around your weary soul like a warm blanket after a long storm. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. The Paido enemy has whispered lies long enough, but the truth is louder. And the truth is this: you are forgiven. You are covered. You are rising. Type 1-1. If you believe your season of breakthrough has already begun, the world sees your weakness, but I see your potential. The world remembers your failures, but I remember my promises. And my promise over you is this: you will live and not die. You will rise and not fall. You will flourish in places where you once withered. You've been asking for a miracle, but you are the miracle. Stay with me. We're not done yet. There is more I must reveal to you. You're still here. And that matters. Because the deeper we go, the clearer you'll see, and this isn't just a story. It's your story. It's the unveiling of what I've always known about you, even before you were formed in your mother's womb. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not random. You are called. And now, the calling is becoming visible. This May, I am placing new footsteps in front of you. Holy, guided steps, the kind that will take you places your fear said you'd never reach. Yes, you've been through much. I've seen every moment you've crumbled behind closed doors. Every time you smiled on the outside but were screaming on the inside. But my child, here is what you didn't know. While you were breaking, I was building. When you were at your weakest, heaven was closest. When you cried, angels stood still. And Archangel Michael, the one who stands as my sword and shield, was dispatched to you, not just to fight off what was chasing you, but to usher you forward. Forward into healing, forward into restoration, forward into freedom. You don't have to carry it anymore. The blame, the shame, the pressure to be strong all the time. I am your strength, and I have not brought you this far to leave you here. My child, there are things I am about to show you that will undo every lie you ever believed about yourself. You've said, I'm too broken. I say, you're beautifully rebuildable. You've said, I'm too far gone. I say, you're already on your way back. You've said, I've missed my chance. I say, I'm giving you a new one. Type, restore me. If you're ready to receive what I've already prepared, I know you've felt stuck, like you've been walking in circles waiting for something, anything, and to change. Here's the truth. The delay was not denial. The pause was not punishment. It was preparation. If I gave you what's coming, too early you would have settled for less, but now, because you waited even when it was hard and where you're ready. And now I ask you to trust me one more time, not just with your problems, but with your future. Do not look back. The past cannot offer you what I'm about to place in your hands. I'm bringing you clarity. I'm bringing you answers. I'm bringing you into alignment with the story I originally wrote for you. Before fear rewrote it, before hurt tried to erase it. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be for what I'm about to do next. The shift has already begun. Can you feel it? That tug in your spirit, like something unseen is pulling you toward something greater. That's not your imagination. That's me, calling you deeper, closer, wider into the life I planned for you. Type, I trust you, Lord. If you believe, I am guiding you even when you cannot see the whole picture yet. And now listen closely. There are people who walked away from you. Let them go. I'm replacing absence with divine presence. There are things you thought you needed to survive, but I'm removing every false dependency. So you will lean fully on me, the only foundation that never cracks. I am surrounding you with protection. You will notice things begin to shift, not just outwardly, but inside you. Peace where there was chaos, hope where there was despair, power where there was weakness. Archangel Michael is not just defending you, he is leading the charge into your next chapter. And that chapter begins with one word, or surrender. Let go and I will carry you. Let go and I will rebuild you. Let go and I will elevate you. Don't fear the unknown. I am already there, and I have written the ending, and it is full of light. You feel it, don't you? That stirring inside, that quiet whisper rising like a song beneath all the noise you've been carrying. That's not just emotion. That's my spirit speaking directly to your heart. It's time. Time to lay down the battle you were never meant to fight alone. Time to open your hands and the ones clenched with fear, regret, control, and finally, let me take over. You've been strong for so long. You've held everyone else up, while your own soul was slipping. But today I need you to let me hold you, because I never asked you to be perfect. I only asked you to be willing, and you are willing. Even now, even through the doubt. That's why Archangel Michael was sent to you, because I saw the fight still left in your spirit. Not the kind of fight that screams and thrashes, but the kind that whispers, I'll keep going. Even when your legs are trembling and your heart is breaking, that's faith, that's strength. And that's what I'm about to honor in a way you never imagined. Type, I receive your strength. If you're ready to stop pretending to be strong, alone, let me tell you something holy. Right now, in this very moment, angels are moving around you. Yes, it's hard to believe. Yes, I know. Your surroundings don't look like a miracle. But heaven doesn't need your surroundings to line up. Heaven just needs your yes. Say, yes to healing. Say yes to peace. Say yes to letting go of what you thought was best. So I can give you what actually is. The enemy has used delay to make you think you're disqualified. But what if I told you that the delay was divine? That what looked like rejection was actually redirection? You didn't miss your moment. We're simply being refined for it. This May, right now, the timeline of your life is being realigned. And as I realign it, I'm bringing back parts of you that you thought were lost. Your voice, your courage, your joy, your dreams. You remember when you used to dream big? When you believed there was more for you? That wasn't naive, that was faith. And I am restoring it. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what I've prepared. But I need your heart to be open again, not guarded, not distracted, not buried in what was. Open like a child who trusts that their father knows best. Create in me a clean heart, O God, the psalm says, and renew a right spirit within me. Yes, that is what I am doing. You are being renewed, not repainted, not disguised, transformed. It's why your spirit feels like it's stretching, because you are growing beyond what once held you down. And the enemy is afraid, because he sees what's coming before you do. He knows that when you realize who you are, when you fully step into my purpose, you'll become unstoppable. You'll walk into rooms and shift atmospheres. You'll speak and chains will break, not just for you, but for others. You'll carry the presence of the one who sent angels to fight for you. Yes, child. You are being anointed for impact. Type, anoint me, Lord. If you're ready to carry my power with humility and truth, you were not created to barely survive. You were made to shine, even in the dark. To walk boldly, even when your past tries to whisper unworthy. I have called you clean. I have called you chosen. I have called you mine. And I don't take my words back. So take this moment, right now, and breathe in my truth. You are in a season of shift. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Take a deep breath. Let my presence settle over you like morning light. You've walked through this journey with me, word by word, step by step, and now we've come to the moment that changes everything. No more looking back. No more asking, why me? Instead ask, what now, Lord? Because now, my child, I tell you, you are ready. Ready to walk through the doors I am opening. Ready to release the pain you've held onto for far too long. Ready to become the person I created you to be before the world ever told you otherwise. The shift is not just coming. It's here. And it began the moment you allowed your heart to hear mine. Archangel Michael stands at your side still, but now, not only as a defender. He is your announcer. Heaven is announcing your arrival into purpose. The enemy is silenced. The heavens rejoice. Because a son, a daughter, is returning. And I, your father, am running to meet you, arms wide, heart full. Do not look at your hands and say they are empty. They are ready. Do not look at your heart and say it is too scarred. It is sacred. Do not look at your past and say it is too heavy. It is now power. Power I will use for good. Romans 8:28 is alive in your life. All things, not just the good, but even the broken things, are working together for your good because you love me and you are called according to my purpose. Type, use me, Lord. If you believe nothing in your story was wasted, I have never stopped loving you. Even in your silence I was speaking. Even in your rebellion I was pursuing. Even when you turned away I never took my eyes off you. Now, I ask you to open your eyes too. See what I've placed before you. See the blessings hidden in the lessons. My child, I see you. I've watched you sit alone in the quiet of your room, staring at the empty space they used to fill. I've heard the cries you try to hold back, the way your heart aches with every breath, the way the silence screams, louder than any noise ever could. But I want you to hear me now, because this moment right here is not a coincidence. I brought you here to remind you of something eternal, something sacred. You haven't been forgotten. The person you love, the one who meant everything to you, is not gone forever. They've just stepped into another room, a room where pain no longer follows, where tears are wiped away by my own hand. And before they left something behind for you. You see, nothing in your life is by accident, not even your grief. In your sorrow, I am writing a new chapter. In your loss, I am planting seeds of eternal hope. And the one you miss so deeply, they knew this too. That's why they entrusted me with something for you, something they wanted you to find when you were ready. But first, I need you to understand this. I have not left you. I have not turned my face from you. I am the God who weeps with you, who walks with you through every valley of shadow. Even when your hands tremble from the weight of missing them, I am holding you. There's a reason I said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted," because your brokenness is sacred to me. It opens your heart to a kind of love that this world cannot give, a love that stretches beyond death, a love that never fails. They loved you with that kind of love, and I let them see it. Yes, I allowed them, in their final moments, to know what they meant to you. I let them feel the depth of your heart, the silent prayers you whispered beside their bed, the memories you held on to tighter than your own breath. And in those moments, they prayed for you. With their last strength, they asked me to take care of you, and I promised them I would. Type Amen if you believe I kept that promise. Now listen closely, because this next part is for you alone. The thing they left behind, it wasn't a gift you could hold in your hand. It was something I placed within your spirit, a piece of their legacy, their faith, their love, woven directly into the fabric of your soul. That feeling you get when their memory suddenly wraps around you like a warm wind, that's not your imagination. That's their prayer echoing in eternity, touching you at just the right moment. Sometimes you feel it when a song plays and your chest tightens without warning. Sometimes it's a dream so vivid you wake up reaching for them. Sometimes it's in the laughter of someone you've just met, and for a moment it feels like coming home. That's what they left behind. A heavenly imprint, a signpost of love that never ends. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. This love doesn't die. They didn't take it with them. They passed it on to you. And that's why even now I'm stirring your heart, because it's time for you to see what's been inside you all along. The tears you've cried, I've caught every one. The nights you felt like you couldn't go on, I carried you through them. You were never meant to grieve alone. And you were never meant to live without purpose. Their life touched yours for a reason, and their departure has opened the door to something divine. Type 1111 if you feel them close even now, because you're not imagining it. You're hearing eternity whisper through the veil. Wait until I show you what comes next. There's something sacred I want to show you now, something they wanted you to find when your heart was ready. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in deeply. Imagine the way they used to look at you, not just with their eyes, but with their soul. That kind of love never fades because it was rooted in me. Before they were yours, they were mine. And when I called them home, I didn't take them away to hurt you. I brought them into fullness, into peace, into a place where pain cannot enter. But I knew you would ache. I knew your heart would feel like it shattered into 1,000 pieces. That's why I left you a message written through their life. It's not written on paper, not spoken aloud. It's written in the way they shaped you, The way they made you laugh, the way they believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself, the way they loved you in a way that taught you how to love others. That's what eternity sounds like. You may have thought it ended the day they left the earth, but love like that never ends. It expands, it deepens, it becomes something eternal. And now, I'm calling you to carry that love forward. You see, they didn't just leave something behind. They left something within you, a gift, a quiet strength, a holy reminder that you're still here for a reason. They passed you a torch, and though you may not have realized it yet, it's glowing inside your chest. Type, "I receive it," if you're ready to carry what they gave you. You may be wondering, but what do I do with all this pain? And here is my answer. You let it teach you how deeply you can love. You let it soften you, not harden you. You let it open you to others who are grieving silently just like you, aching for a sign that they're not alone. Because I'm going to use you now, the same way I use them. Yes, you. You're not too broken. You're not too weak. You're not too lost. In fact, you're right where I can reach you most. Because I dwell close to the brokenhearted, I save those crushed in spirit. And now, I want to reveal something even deeper, a secret they understood before they passed. Do you remember the way they always tried to protect you? The way they spoke blessings over you, even in quiet ways? That was no accident, that was me, moving through them. And in heaven, they still speak your name. Yes, child, heaven is not silent. It rejoices when you rise from bed even on days when it hurts. It rejoices when you choose love instead of bitterness. It rejoices when you remember them, not with sorrow alone, but with gratitude. They see you now, through my eyes, and they are so proud of you. They know how hard it's been, and still, you're here, still breathing, still believing, still searching for hope. And because of that, they want you to know, you are not alone. You never have been. They asked me to make sure you knew that, even on your darkest days. They asked me to remind you when the world got too heavy, when the tears came in waves, when the memories hit like thunder. They wanted me to whisper, I'm still with you. I never left your side. I'm waiting in the light. And I'll be there when your race is done. But until that day, my child, you are called to live, to love, to walk forward, knowing that what they left behind wasn't just a memory, it was a mission. Are you ready to discover what it is? Type yes, sort of if you're ready to find the purpose behind the pain. The question that's been echoing in your heart, why did they have to go, has not gone unheard. I heard it in the silence. I heard it when you whispered it through tears, when no one else was listening. I even heard it when you were too tired to ask anymore. And now, I want to answer, not with human reasoning, but with heavenly truth. They didn't leave because I stopped loving you. They left because their time, their purpose on earth was complete. Not a moment too soon, not a breath too early. Every heartbeat they had was known to me before they were born. Every step they took was ordered. Every goodbye was already wrapped in a greater reunion. I didn't take them away to punish you. I brought them home to fulfill a promise. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. You don't need to understand all the whys to trust the who. I am still God. I am still good, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. And now, this is the part that will leave you in tears. The reason you're still here is because their story isn't over. They passed the pen to you, they lived a chapter, and now you are continuing the book. The legacy of their love, their faith, their kindness, and even their struggles, it lives in you. And it's through your life that their light will keep shining. That's why you feel them when you help someone else. That's why you feel close to heaven when you speak with kindness or forgive when it's hard. That's why, even in your weakest moments, you somehow find strength. Because they're still with you. Through me. They are cheering you on now from the great cloud of witnesses. They are shouting your name as you rise from the ashes. They are praying, worshiping, celebrating in a realm where sorrow is no more. And their love for you, it didn't stop at the grave. It grew wings, and now, it's lifting you. I know there are moments when it feels like your heart can't carry this grief anymore. But what if I told you, you're not meant to carry it alone? What if I told you, your pain has a purpose? You've been entrusted with something sacred, a calling that was born from love, forged through loss, and sustained by grace. And that calling is not small. You are here to bring light into places where others have only known darkness. You are here to love with the kind of depth only grief can teach. You are here to remind others, heaven is real, love is eternal, and God never wastes a single tear. So the next time the enemy whispers that you're alone, remind him, I've been chosen, I've been loved, I've been left with a legacy. The next time doubt creeps in, remember, the one I lost left me something worth living for. Type, their love lives in me. If you're beginning to feel the weight of this truth, this pain you carry, it's proof that you loved deeply. And now, I will take that pain and turn it into something beautiful, because wow, He makes all things beautiful in its time. So dry your eyes for a moment, child. Lift your head, because what I'm about to show you next is the key to healing. It's the moment when the pain becomes power. It's when you begin to walk, not just in memory, but in mission. My beloved child, now that you know what they left behind, it's time to use it. You've been carrying their love, their prayers, their legacy. But what now? What do you do with all that pain, all that memory, all that unspoken goodbye? You give it back to the world. You let it pour out of you like light in the darkness. You become the answer to someone else's prayer. You become the comfort you once longed for. You become a living testimony that loss is not the end. It is often the beginning of something eternal. You may not feel strong. You may still feel broken. But I don't use the already perfect. I use the willing, the humble, the ones with trembling hands and tear-filled eyes, the ones who whisper, "Here I am, Lord, send me," even when they're scared. They left behind love, and now it's your turn to give it away. When you see someone struggling, love them like they would have. When you hear someone grieving, sit beside them with the same silence that once comforted you. When you wake up in the morning and the ache is still there, live anyway. Every step forward is a tribute. Every act of kindness is a seed of heaven planted here on earth. And I promise you this, not one act of love will be wasted. Not one tear goes unseen. Not one moment of grief will pass without being transformed by my hand. Those who sow in tears shall reap with songs of joy. That joy, it's coming. It may come slowly, gently, like the sunrise after a long night. But it will come, and you will laugh again. You will look back one day and realize, even in the pain, God was doing something holy. Type, thank you, Lord, if you still believe joy is coming. And now, lean in, because I want to tell you something that only your heart can understand. The one you lost, they are not far. They are more alive now than ever before. And though you can't hear their voice, heaven has its own language. Every time you rise when you want to stay down, heaven rejoices. Every time you choose love over anger, heaven rejoices. Every time you live with purpose, refusing to let grief define you, heaven rejoices. And one day, when your race is finished and your time comes to step into eternity, they'll be waiting. Yes, they will. Arms open wide. Smiling. With a love that hasn't faded, not even for a moment. They'll whisper, "You made it. I saw everything. and I'm so proud of how you carried my love. That is my promise. That's the reunion I've prepared for you. But until that day, keep going. Keep loving. Keep trusting that the story I'm writing through your pain is filled with beauty beyond what you can see now. I will keep going if you choose to walk forward in faith. Come closer, child. This final part is the one your heart has been waiting for. You've carried the grief. You've felt the weight of absence. You've wept in the quiet places where no one saw, but I did. And now I want to give you the final piece of the gift they left behind. It's not just a memory. It's not just love. It's peace. Not the kind the world gives, fleeting, fragile, but the kind only I can give. The kind that quiets storms, mends shattered hearts, and fills the deepest cracks with light. You see, peace is not the absence of sorrow. Peace is my presence in the middle of it. And what they wanted more than anything was for you to know this peace, to feel it, to live in it. So here is what they whispered to me, even as they stepped into eternity. Lord, don't let them get lost in the pain. Don't let them forget how deeply they are loved. Hold them close and give them peace. And I have. Even now, I am pouring it out over you like warm rain. You may not feel it all at once, but it's there. In the quiet strength that keeps you moving. In the moments when your heart softens instead of hardening. In the dreams that remind you they are not gone forever. This is the peace that passes all understanding. The peace that says, I will see them again. The peace that whispers, they are with the Lord, and I am not alone. Let me say it again so your heart never forgets. You will see them again. There is no power in death that can break what I've sealed in heaven. Your reunion is not a maybe. It is a promise. It is written. It is sure. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death or sorrow or crying or pain. One day, you will run into their arms. Not as someone who was broken, but as someone who was restored, whole, healed, radiant in my light. And together, you will worship. Together, you will laugh again. But until that glorious day, there is one more thing I ask. Live well. Love deeply. Give generously. Forgive quickly. And remember, they are cheering you on. When you smile, they smile. When you grow, they rejoice. When you speak their name in love and not just in loss, their spirit shines even brighter. Because the final gift they left you was hope. Hope that even in the shadow of death, love wins. Hope that even in the valley I am God. Hope that one day, every broken thing will be made whole. Type hope lives here if you feel that hope rising inside you. Now breathe, beloved. Let the tears come if they need to. But know that you are not weeping alone. I am with you. I have always been with you. And I always will be. Let your heart rest now. The one you love is safe. The gift they left has found its home, and your journey is far from over. It's just beginning. If this message touched your heart, type Amen and share it with someone who needs healing. You never know how many lives will be changed because you chose to keep going. I love you, child. Always and forever.